A conflict is raging between two regional powers, not India and Pakistan this time, but Iran and Israel. Two nations with no shared border, no formal war declaration, yet their struggle has the potential to reshape the Middle East and even the world. Cyber attacks, airstrikes, nuclear threats, and asymmetric warfare, all while global players watch closely. This, friends, is a spark that could turn into a fire capable of engulfing everything. The roots of this conflict trace back to 1979, when Iran's Islamic Revolution overthrew the Western-backed Shah and established a theocratic regime under Ayatollah Khomeini. Once a quiet ally of Israel, Iran severed diplomatic ties and declared Israel an illegitimate Zionist entity, calling for its destruction. The new regime began funding Palestinian groups like Hamas and Lebanon-based Hezbollah, both sworn enemies of the Jewish nation. For Iran, opposing Israel is not just a strategy, but an ideological pillar. Meanwhile, Israel views Iran as an existential threat, particularly as its regional influence and military capabilities have grown over the years. As mentioned earlier, Iran engages in asymmetric warfare through proxy organizations. In Lebanon, it created Hezbollah, a powerful Shia militant group with over 150,000 rockets aimed at Israel. In Gaza, it funds Hamas, and as we speak, the conflict between Israel and Hamas continues, with devastating casualties. Iran also backs various militias in Syria, while supporting the Houthis in Yemen. The strategy is clear: encircle Israel, exhaust its defenses, and make direct confrontation prohibitively costly. Israel isn't surrounded, it's circling back. In recent years, it has built its own anti-Iran coalition with Iran's neighbors. With Jordan, Israel has intercepted numerous Iranian missiles targeting its territory. With Azerbaijan, it has signed defense and energy deals, deepening military cooperation. And through the Abraham Accords, Israel shares intelligence with the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, an alliance Iran views as a direct attempt to encircle it. This isn't just diplomacy, it's geopolitical chess. Despite signing the JCPOA nuclear deal in 2015, which restricted its nuclear program, Iran resumed uranium enrichment after the US withdrew from the agreement in 2018. Today, Iran is believed to be just weeks away from enriching uranium to weapons-grade levels. In 2010, the CIA and Israel's Mossad launched a cyber attack on Iran's Natanz nuclear facility using the Stuxnet malware, crippling thousands of centrifuges. But now, the conflict has escalated far beyond cyber warfare. On June 13, 2025, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, striking over 100 Iranian nuclear and military targets. Several high-ranking commanders of Iran's Revolutionary Guards were killed. In response, Iran swiftly raised the red flag of revenge, signaling retaliation. Hours later, Iran launched Operation True Promise 3, unleashing over 150 ballistic missiles and 100 drones on Israel, with some striking Tel Aviv and damaging IDF headquarters. Civilian casualties have been reported, marking a dangerous escalation in the conflict. This is no longer just Israel versus Iran. It's a conflict that has erupted into a regional crisis with global consequences. Just hours ago, the United States launched precision airstrikes on 3 of Iran's key nuclear facilities: Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, using bunker-buster bombs and stealth bombers. President Trump declared the mission a spectacular military success, claiming Iran's enrichment capabilities have been completely obliterated. But this intervention has triggered a dangerous new phase. Iran has vowed retaliation and warned the US, UK, and France that their military bases could be targeted if they continue supporting Israel. Oil prices have already surged by 7%, and with the Strait of Hormuz, a vital artery for global oil, under threat, the economic fallout could be massive. Markets are jittery, stocks are tumbling, gold is rising, and the world is watching. If NATO allies are drawn in due to attacks on their assets, and if Russia, bound by a 20-year strategic pact with Iran, decides to intervene, we may be staring down the barrel of a much larger catastrophe. The question is no longer if this conflict will escalate. The question is, how far will it go? The world is holding its breath. What began as a shadow war between two regional rivals has now drawn in global powers. With the United States bombing Iran's nuclear facilities and Tehran vowing revenge, the Middle East stands on the edge of a wider inferno. Oil prices are surging, markets are trembling, and alliances are being tested like never before. As missiles fly and red lines blur, one question echoes louder than ever. Are we witnessing the dawn of a new world war? Stay informed, stay aware, because history is being written right now.